Hello everybody and welcome to another video walkthrough. My name is Adam and I am here in Mount Lavinia to check out a beautiful, custom built house which is up for sale. We are looking at a 4-bedroom house, but before I take you inside, I want to show you a little bit about the technicalities, talk to you about that. We have a roller gate here which has the Elcado badge, which is, you have to get 0.6 I'm told to get the Elcado badge, so you have that in place. And then if I am to draw your attention towards this gadget here, this is a solar powered house and it has a net accounting system where if you do have excess power generated, they actually pay you as opposed to a net metering system. So this house was built to live. This was at no point built to sell. A lot of detail, a lot of interesting things to study, to know, to learn, and to enjoy and experience. So let's go inside. This here is the parking. This has parking for 2 spaces. You have 2 vehicles parking spaces here, and you have storage. You have so much storage that you could even squeeze a big tire inside this. It's a big cupboard. It extends into the interior of the house. I will show you when we go inside a part of the cupboard. So let's go inside. Let's have a look at what's in store. A little bit of greenery as you enter, which is quite nice. Come on in. The word that comes to my mind is colourful. We are here to check out a 6-perched property. We have 3,750 square feet without the balcony space. There's a lot of balcony space in the property. But if you just have a look around, you will see this is not a wallpaper, this is textured paint. You have to work on this wall around 3 or 4 times before you get this finish. As I mentioned before, this was built to live, so a lot of effort has been put in to all the detailing, all the little things in the property. This house comes with 3 kitchen spaces, 2 on the ground floor, 1 on the top floor, and this here is the living space. All the wood used in the house is treated with teak, so all over the house, everywhere you have teak. Solid, good, treated teak, and this is the living space here. There is like an open space across the house where you can go around. So you have pebbles put on here, and then you have plants all around, landscaped. And you can head out to the front from here. If you go around like that, you can head out. And you also have access to the maid's room and the maid's washroom. I am standing on a place where you have a lot of teak around. There's a lot of teak. It's all teak, solid teak. So this is more or less the pantry. And then you have the wet kitchen here where all the serious cooking happens. Something I want to emphasize and highlight before we get into the wet kitchen area is that this granite you see, this is premium granite, and it's shining. You can see there's a bit of a shine on the surface. You can also see that the hob and the extract fan and all of it comes with a light, so quite nice. A lot of plug points to go with it. And you have a lot of storage, a lot of space to put your stuff. I think the ladies will like stuff like this. to store. It's still very tight. Of course, as you start using it, it will loosen up. So fully done with teak. Has a soft closing effect. It has a soft closing effect. You have the fan as well. And let's go have a look at the wet kitchen space. Again, you could see the granite. This is premium granite here. You have you can tell from the look of it, the shine of it, and you have these aluminium pantry cupboards here, along with another stove and extractor. So you have all of that in place. So this is also something nice, is you have access to the exit point. You have a door there. And something practical you can also do about or know about this place is that if you close this door, if you close this place, you could still have an outsider, stranger, visitor to use the room there. There's a separate door to the room, and then you go out like that, and they still cannot enter the house. If you want the maid to do that, if you're going overseas or if you're going outside, you could just close up the main part of the house, and then the maid could use the behind portion of it. Right, so let's go have a look at what's around here. Lots of color in the property. Over here is where you will have the cylinders. This is again safety considered, because you can have a big cylinder, you can have a smaller cylinder, and cylinders will stay here. It is open, which is very important in this. If there's a leak, it would all go out. It can get compressed in one place. Spiked gas into the kitchen, so very safe, super safe, no two words about it. Again, you have beautifully designed. You have stone paved here, you have stones here, you have some plants, so quite nicely done. This is where you have the maid room and the maid washroom. You have a separate tap as well. I want to show you this gadget here. This is a very interesting gadget that monitors the amount of water in the tank and also tells you the temperature of the water. Most households in Sri Lanka, we have seen, they have solar hot water, but there is no measuring mechanism. You don't know if the water is X amount cold or warm. You don't know if there is X amount of water left in the tank. But with this meter, you will know exactly how much of water there is and what the temperature is. So you have the solar system for the entire house as well, and then you also have the solar hot water. So beautifully done, well designed, a lot of technical details. We will go into this room from here. So come on, this is one of the rooms. Again, you can see there is textured paint. Every room here has a colorful wall. One side of it is made with the colors. So we have 4 rooms. All 4 rooms will be with an air conditioner included. So AC provision is over there. It's fully tiled. Fully tiled. You have the fan. You have the lights. And let's assume we have difficulty in switching on the AC or in finding the remote or whatever. If I press this switch here, you see the light turn on. What this does is it gives power to that plug point over there, and it also gives the power to switch on the AC. So if you want to conveniently switch on your AC or switch it off, this one switch does the job. Sometimes when you have elderly people in a family, finding the remote control can be a very challenging thing in a house. So this problem solves that issue. So one of the rooms on the ground floor. Now let's go have a look at the rest of the house. So on my left is the kitchen space, the pantry area that I showed you before, and in between you have the washroom. Have a look at the washroom. Something interesting I'd like to show you is this setup here. This house is three-phased. We have three-phased electricity here. So you have the three, and then you have a separate trip switch for these over here. You don't get this feature in a lot of houses. This is an extra feature, a precautionary measure, just for extra safety. In case one of these go off, you can still it'll only, if one of these go off, only that will go off, because the others will still run from here. So quite nicely done. A bit technical, some of you may not understand this. I don't think I have understood it fully, but I get the idea. Usually you get three, that's it, you don't get this, but here you have this as well. This gives additional weight and power and support, so that's the whole idea behind it. Again, emphasizing the fact that this was built to live and is a very good chance to buy a house like this, because no corners have been cut. Nothing has been compromised. Everything is solidly done and well thought of. Right, so we are still here on the ground floor. This here is the stairway. It goes all the way up. Before I take you up, let me show you. There are drawers. You don't see drawers usually under a stairway. You have these drawers here for shoes predominantly. So it's easy to keep your shoes in one place. You can put other things if you want, but there is storage here. Still on the ground floor, just before we head upstairs, I told you about the cupboard on the entrance. This is the same cupboard. It has access from here as well. It's quite a long cupboard. It's tiled inside, so you have storage. And then you could put a tire. And over here is where you have the CCTV monitor, the setup, and if you want to add the speakers, you can add it here. This place is specifically designed for that. So that's about it on the ground floor. Let's go upstairs. Let's have a look at what's on top. I just want to emphasize on the sound. Usually when you climb the stairs, you get a creak sound coming in. And here, this is all teak. We are talking of full teak. There's nothing else. But something interesting about this teak here is, I want to show you, once the concrete was laid, there was a rubber padding on top, and then we had this teak wood. Now the reason to have the rubber padding is for it to look solid as concrete, and you don't get the sound. There you go. You don't feel any wood creaking sounds, which you otherwise would feel in any other house. So very solidly built. Lots of little things have been put into to make the house look nice and neat and solid and durable. Good to have a mirror here. When heading out, you could just have a look at yourself, see if everything is in order, the tie, the makeup, the hair, etc. So let's go upstairs, let's have a look at what's up here. I think by now you would have had a very good idea of how good a house this is to call your home. So call on 076 855 7736. Call us on that number 076 855 7736. If you have already been sold on the idea of purchasing this house. We are now here on the second level or the first floor, and this here is the TV lounge. Again, nice variety. You have green, all textured paint. This is, as I mentioned to you before, it takes 3 times the effort to get a finish like this. You have to paint, you have to put dry paint, you have to leave it to dry for a day. A lot of lot of work involved. And you also have the telecommunication line for the TV. installed here. The installation happens outside, but it's plugged here, so you just got to plug and play with it. It's dialog by SLG. Just got to connect it outside, and it works here. A lot of plug points. You have this is the TV lounge here. Good bit of light coming in. Nice view of the plants. Good to see some greenery. We have already seen the ground floor and the pantry area along with the wet kitchen. Over here is another pantry space here, pantry area here. This is if the kids want to study and going down is a bit of a trip, so we have a separate kitchen here, have some snacks here, put a fridge here, put some drinks for the kids. It's always good to have the studious mind. Very convenient. Again, you have the same premium granite here, and there is a balcony space just outside. Enough space to put food and snacks for the kids. So quite homely, quite warm. I forgot to mention that even the lights have changing colors. You have different colors you could get from the lights. So let's have a look at one of the rooms here. This room is 10 feet by 16 feet. We are talking of 160 square feet totally just for this room. And it has the lighting effects, as you can see. And you also have a beautiful textured painted wall here, which looks like a big entrance to another place, but it's not. It's just the balcony here. You have a balcony space which is also quite large, a lot of light, and solidly done. Nice long rectangle room. Provision for the AC, lights, fan. You will see the paint colors are slightly different. You have a brilliant light on the top of the ceiling, and then you have a bit of a morning light effect, slightly lighter in color on the rest of the walls. Nicely done. Treated teak leaves in here. That's what you have all across the house. So that's two rooms there. We saw one down and one here. Just have a look at this. You have the green, you have the blue. Very pretty, very nice. And you have a different color here. It's like the house comes with a half interior designed setup. You just got to put in the furniture and you're good. So, like I mentioned to you, you have these effects on the lights. If you want to change them, you can change them. There you go. I can just focus on that light. So quite nice. Variety. Change the ambience. Trust me, we are in Mount Lavinia. We are in a very good location. And this is a very hot property. It's never used. It's in very good condition. It was built around 1.5 to 2 years back, and still as good as brand new. You can call it brand new. So we've seen 3 rooms. This is another room here. So for the 2 rooms, you have the common washroom, which is over here. So this is the common washroom. I have to show you something interesting about the common washroom. That is, have a look at that. These lights come in from a very interesting setup. They don't use the current from the main meter. There is a water turbine technology that supports the lights, and you have it's nicely done. It's top class. You also have 2 windows for ventilation and good enough light, luxuriously designed. So that's the common washroom for the 2 rooms. Now I'll take you to the master bedroom, which is more or less the room close by to the staircase. So this is the master bedroom. We are now in the master bedroom of the property, the fourth room. Good size. You only need your bed here. You have a different colored wall here for your dressing table. So the mirror would come here and you have your dressing table. And you would think where to keep the clothes. Well, you've got a built-in wardrobe. All in place. Going all the way up. Solid teak, and then you also have the drawers. 4 large drawers. Enough for 4 people. You could have a lot of wardrobe space here, a lot of clothes you could put, and you have the lights, you have the balcony space. It's quite a large balcony space, I have to tell you. This goes all the way to one of the other rooms. It connects. So lots of space here, even to put some cane furniture, sit down, enjoy the beauty of Mount Lavinia, the serenity of it. It's very quiet here. It's very quiet here, and it's something I like about this place. Right, so let's have a look at the Master Washroom, which is here. This is very good size, very nicely lit shower. I think it's called a shower therapy. It has some digital technology as well, which then gives you the temperature and so on. The screen there. You have the hand shower, and you have some nice designs. Beautifully done. Good water pressure. Water pressure is very good. Mirror and the light and all of it in place with the cupboards. So if you are interested in buying this house, don't delay. It's a matter of days before this house gets confirmed. Call on 076 855 7736. Get in touch with us and come over, have a look at this beautiful property, which is designed with a lot of effort, a lot of heart, a lot of love, and I think whoever who's going to come here is going to enjoy happiness at most without any issues. There will be a lot of happiness because there's a lot of effort and love put in the property. So we'll now head upstairs to see what's on the topmost level of the property. Before we go upstairs, I just want to have a look at the amount of teak you can see from here. It's all teak, lots of teak, endless amounts of teak. This house has all paperwork cleared, everything is crystal clear. So call us on 076 855 7736. Come over, have a look at this beautiful house. We are now heading to the rooftop and see that the stairs are very solid thanks to the rubber padding. This is teak wood. Below that you have the rubber padding, and below that you have the concrete. So nicely done. It's nice to see you have these cute little fans in some places in the house. I saw one downstairs as well. I saw one here. Quite nice. So this space here is for the gym. This is where you will have your gym. You don't need to go out. You don't need to get yourself into a gymnasium. This will be your gym. If not, if you want to convert it into another room, you can do it. But this is predominantly designed to be your gymnasium. And you can also see that the water lines and all of it is fully covered. You won't have any external forces, external factors damaging your tank or anything of that kind. You also have an automated system here to run this entire process. If there is not enough water in the tank, for it to pull water from the sump, and likewise, it's a fully automated system. You don't get this in a lot of houses. It's something nice, it's something good, and it's a job well done to the owner for thinking of all these little things. I like the ceiling here, there's a wooden effect. One of the unique things about this entire property, which is built on 6 perch, it looks massive, it looks like it's built on like 10, 12 perch, but you might wonder, where is the garden? We are going there now. Have a look at this, people. Have a look at all the greenery around. Isn't it beautiful? You got an elevated garden and you got some beautiful lights to go with it. This is the roof terrace or the rooftop garden, and there's enough space. Something I want to touch on with regard to the rooftop garden is you have around 9 different types of fruits. Of course, these are root controlled. You don't have to worry about the roots going deep and damaging your property. They're root controlled, and it's beautifully done. I think it's something nice. You also have a titanium wall here, waterproofed, titanium cement finish with the titanium, so it's like nicely done. And something nice I want to tell you is that maintaining this is a piece of cake. Come along. You see this here? You see that? Now watch what happens. You have about 2 or 3 of these around, and they go straight because for the wind they get blown all over. So you have got one here, and you also have one here. So for the breeze they get thrown all over. So watering it is never an issue. And I just switched it off. So the switch is there, very easy to maintain. It's very easy to maintain, and we have a lot of different kinds of plants. It's landscape to another level. I don't think I've seen a rooftop garden in a house of this nature, of this stature, of this caliber, of this type of design and effort. So span around, and around you have a lot of greenery, and it is looking lively, the rooftop. This is a place to chill, this is a place to spend some time, this is a place for the kids, this is a place to talk to your business partners, this is a perfect place to do your meditation, to do even to exercise, even to get some morning fresh air. And then you have another design spot here, which is you don't have to put any furniture here. It's already designed and good height. Kids will love it. It's way more than 3 feet. So it's like we are in some kind of park. And this is beautiful. The feeling, the lighting, the design of it. It's very nice. So we are here in Mount Lavinia. We have checked out a 6-perch property, 4 bedrooms with AC, and you have a separate maid's room and maid's washroom, roller gate, solar powered house with a net accounting system, lot of color in the house, not much work to do. You just got to bring in your furniture and you're good. So call us on 076-855-7736 and get in touch with us. Come over, have a look at this beautiful house. Hot spot, prime property, prime location in Mount Lavinia, wide roads, beautiful setup. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and send it to all your friends in Ratmalana, Dehiwala, Borlas Gamwa, and other neighboring areas. If you want to get close to Colombo, if you want to get close to St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, this is a spot to be in. For more details, check the description below, and I'll see you on another video. Thank you for watching.